Hey everybody, this is video number 21 of the series, and this is going to be dealing with function block. I made this video in a hurry to try and help somebody out, and I am actually at my house, so some of the software is not working correctly because this computer hasn't been updated in a while since I haven't had it at work. Uh, I built this program previously. I'm just going to run through it real quick and explain it. So um, in function block, a function block diagram looks like this right here. This is a PLC program. This will operate and run exactly like any ladder logic program that we have built so far. I made both of those, but again, you don't really need both of those. You definitely don't need both of them. But I just made the other one to be able to explain this and show you how these two are doing the exact same thing. So, in my main routine, the only thing that I really need is to put is a JSR. It's saying jump to subroutine, start, stop. And you'll see over here that start, stop is my function block diagram. All right. But I went ahead and made this one. This is a ladder logic program that's doing the exact same thing that the start, stop function block program is doing. So we just need to take these and break them down to show you how it's working. So in this rung 0, we have a stop and a start. This is AND logic. The stop and the start will give me the maintain. Between the start and the maintain bit, this is what's called OR logic. So the stop and the start will give me the maintain, or the stop and the maintained will give me the maintain. All right, so now I'm going to go to the function block program and show you this. So here is our BOR. This is a Boolean OR, so our OR logic. And just like I had said before, our start or our maintained, and because this is a Boolean AND or a band, and my stop will give me my maintain. So if I look at this, the start and the stop will give me maintained, or my maintained and my stop will give me my maintain. And you'll see that this matches up to rung 0. I just put this little label here to help us get through that. Now, the next two rungs, since they are working together back in the ladder logic program, if our maintained comes on and our timer, our time on delay, timer 01, accumulated equals our preset, we will get our we will get our enabled. If our accumulated equals our preset, we will get our done. And then down here in rung number 2, the timer's 01's accumulated value is what I'm testing for in this limit. If it is between 0 and 3000, we are going to turn on output 00. So now I'll go to the function block program, and you'll see here's my timer. This is like rung 1 back in the ladder logic. So if I get my maintained, we get our timer enable. And back in the ladder logic, that's exactly what's happening. If I get my maintain, I will enable my TON. And then I have to set up my preset value. here's my preset value. And we just type this in right here. I'm saying I want my preset to be 12,000. And then that's rung number 1. That's what this one right here. Now, coming out of my ACC, my accumulated, I am running that to my test just like I did right here, right? I'm running coming out of my test value of my lim to turn on an output. Go back to the function block. I'm coming out of checking my accumulated value. And if my accumulated value, here's the lim is between 0 and 3,000. There's my low limit and high limit. And my accumulated is inputting into the test value. If this is in between 0 and 3,000, I will get my output 0, 0. All right. Now let me go back to right here. And we go to rung 3. If my timer O2 done bit is not made, then I will turn on timer O2. This is a perpetual timer. This timer just continues to run. As long as I don't have the done bit, I am enabled and I am timing. When the accumulated equals the preset, I will get the done bit. When I get the done bit, I will lose this. When I lose this timer, I will lose the enable, and this timer will reset. When this timer resets, I lose the done bit. When I lose the done bit, I get the timer O2 done bit not made, and this timer continues to run. So this thing just sits here and keeps running. All right. So if I go to this right here, all right, as long as this is rungs number 3 and 4, as long as my timer enable is a 1, meaning what's in front of it is on. I just put it in as a 1 so that as long as we're getting it a 1, this will be enabled. And my preset is 12,000. And you'll see here that I've taken off of my enable. My enable will turn on output 01. And I also did something right here is I just hooked my done bit directly around to my reset. So if I get my done bit, I get my reset. If I get my reset, then this timer just looks back at the enable input, and as long as the enable input is a 1, it will continue to run. Okay. Now, rung number 5. This is a Boolean NOT or a B NOT. So I'm going to go back to the ladder logic so you can see it. And as long as my maintain is not made, I will get output number 2. Okay. So I'm going to go here. Rung number 5 is if my maintain is a 0, not made, I'm going to get this because this is saying B not, a Boolean not, if it's not made. All right. Then the last 2 rungs are a set dominant and a reset dominant. These are comparable to your latches and unlatches. And you really need to read in the help section the description of these because they are very, very similar. But in a set dominant, the set takes precedence over the reset. And in a reset dominant, the reset has precedence over the set. So I've used them here as latches and unlatches. And I just made up photo eyes 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you'll see that I have an unlatch for output 3 and a latch for output 3, and then a latch for output 4 and an unlatch for output 4. These right here, you will just have to determine what it is that you are trying to do. Whether you want the set to have the precedence over the reset, or if you want it the other way around. That would be really up to you and what you're trying to do. But again, I made this video really quick just to try and help somebody out who had asked for it. Hopefully this will help you understand it, and I will try to make another video where we're actually putting all of this stuff on the screen, and you can see that how we do all that. Thank you, and we'll keep making videos.